Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Prajapati Pu. You put that. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini. शिव जय जय गोरा चांदे आरती का शोभा जानवी तटवने जगमान लोभा दक्षिण निताय चाम बने गददारा निकाटे अद्वैताश्रीनि वसचक्रधारा बसे अचे गौराचाम रत्न सिंहासने आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने इबनरा हरियादि करे समरा दुलाया संजया मुकुंदा बासु वो सदिगाया शिव शंकर बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमारसाला शंख बाजे कंठ बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंट बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगे आरती शोभा जगजान माना लोभा गौरांगे आरती शोभा जगजान माना लोभा जागा जाना माना लोभा जागा जाना माना लोभा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौरा हरि बोल बहु कोटि चंद्राजेनी वदना उज्ज्वला प्रहलादे से बना माला कोरे जाला माला शिवा सुकना राधा प्रेम गदा गदा बकाती विनोदा देखे गौररा संपादा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori, Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori, Kishore Kishori Jaya Kishore Kishori, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय. श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय. श्री मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय. पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय. ISKCON शिकागो न्यू सेवकुंज धाम की जय. Their most merciful lordship श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की जय. श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय. श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय. गंगामाई यमुनामाई की जय. भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. Shri Prasadam Distribution ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Get the other one.
Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Praladadaine Pralad Hiranyakashiturvakshaha Shivatankanakalaye Shivatan Ito Narsingha Parato Narsingha Ito Narsingha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingha Yato 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 Bahir Narsingha Hridaye Narsingha Narasingha Madhum Sharanam Prapade Narasingha Tavakara Kamala Varenakam Adhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Vrengam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamala Vare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingha Narsingadev Jaya Narsingadev Jaya Nara Hari Jaya Nara Hari Jaya Nara Hari Jaya Nara Hari Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय.
So please repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. It's a very, very joyful evening of the month of Kartik. For those of you who are either new or first time in our Vaishnav calendar, this month is a month that is considered very auspicious, and all devotional activities that we might perform, the benefit is thousandfold. The idea is to use this month for enhancing all of our devotional expressions unto Krishna. So tonight, Jagadananda Prabhu will be speaking on this month, what it means, and how we can maximize and capitalize on the month of Kartik. Is there anyone here in the temple for the very first time? First time guests? I see many beautiful hands. Please come forward. We have a gift for you as a token of our appreciation. And we hope that this is the first of many, many visits and a relationship that we develop by your visiting us. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Boy, thank you. So tonight's lecture is a PowerPoint presentation. So you have to orient yourself in such a way that you can also see the speaker and see the slides, or you'll see different people sit differently, however. But what I would like is that this aisle be blocked for people to walk through the projection, and an aisle be open in the back so people can come and still approach the altar and go back. Cell phones, they have a very, very unique habit of ringing when they're not supposed to. And apparently there was a study, there is a study, I don't know the details of it, I just heard some headlines of it, that people have developed a psychological condition that tells them that perhaps their phone is vibrating when it's not, because they're so used. Have you noticed yourself or others who check their phone every few minutes to see if they got a text or missed a call or something? If nothing else, just to post an update on Facebook, feeling bored. So that psychological tendency is because of the phone with us so much. So please try. And any of you who speaks Spanish, you'd like to be part of a Spanish discussion, Etasha Krishna Prabhu there? Etasha Krishna, raise your hand. Raise your hand. High up. High up. There you go. Etasha Krishna and his group Gokulananda Prabhu. They will be conducting a discussion in Spanish downstairs. So if you'd like to join him, please do. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Huh? Hare Krishna. Please. Yeah. Nervous. Hare Krishna. Got it. For a title. Hare Krishna. Alright. Thank you. Hare. Jaya Ram Rama Kunja Vihari Jaya Rama Kunja Vihari Jaya Rama Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा Yamuna Tira Hanuchari Yamuna Tira Hanuchari Yamuna Tira Hanuchari Yamuna Tira Hanuchari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming to this very auspicious Sunday evening, October 20th, 2013. So as the temple president Nityananda Pran Prabhu was sharing, yesterday, according to the Vaishnava calendar, uh,
was the beginning of a very auspicious month. It is known as the month of Damodar. It is also known as the month of Kartik. So one of our great acharyas, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, uh, he devised a way. So we follow his way of the Vaishnava calendar. The Vaishnava almanac was his gift to us. And one of the things he did was he associated every month of the English calendar with one of the names of Krishna. So this month is called Damodar month. Yeah. It is also called as Kartik month. So I'm very honored and nervous to speak, in this holy month and about the most amazing pastime, Damodar Ashtakam, Damodar Leela. So where do we begin? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who we see on the altar, the right hand side, the personality, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he advented 500 years ago in the district of Navadvip in Bengal, in India. And he came to freely give love of God. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratushe Namaha. So he came to freely give love of God. He didn't consider who was qualified, who was not qualified. The only eligibility that he considered was sincerity. If somebody was sincere, that was the only qualification required. So he came to give this gift of love of God. And so this gift of love of God is the culmination of the creeper of devotional service, pure devotional service. So try to be with me. I also don't know where I'm going here, but there are many things. But I think this is a good place to begin. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to give this gift, the love of God. And as I said, which is the pinnacle of the creeper of devotional service. And so obviously, if there is a creeper of devotional service, pure devotional service, it has to begin from a seed, right? So I'm connecting this to the glories of Damodar month. So the seed of pure devotional service is very easily attained in this month of Damodar. There are many, many glories of the Damodar month. We'll go through, I have 29 slides. I don't think we'll get to it. But the crest jewel of all the glories is this rare gift of pure devotional service, which is very, very rarely obtained in this month of Damodar or Kartik. If anybody even does unknowing devotional service, especially in the land of Mathura or Vrindavan in India, the gift of pure devotional service is guaranteed. And where are we right now here? Where are we? Yeah. So we might think we are here in Chicago, Illinois, but actually we are in New Seva Kunj. In Vrindavan, some of us are going to Vrindavan very soon. In Vrindavan, there are many, many intimate and very, very many esoteric places. And New Seva Kunj Dham, New Seva Kunj, is one of the most intimate places. It cannot get any more intimate. So don't think, oh, geez, I can't go to Mathura, I can't go to Vrindavan, but you're here. So it's not a coincidence Some of you are here for the first time. You come to Vrindavan, you know. And also not because it is New Seva Kunj Dham, but that is also true. But Srila Prabhupada, who is on the Vyasasan, he actually left Vrindavan and he came to the Western world to freely give Vrindavan. So the pure devotees, they carry Vrindavan in their heart, the spiritual world in their heart. And wherever they go, that place becomes Vrindavan. So even if you are in the Atlanta temple or in the Dallas temple or any of the Hare Krishna temples, or any of the devotees that are worshipping their deities at home, so your place is non-different than Mathura and Vrindavan. Wherever the holy names are chanted of Krishna, his glories are sung, that place is non-different than Vrindavan. So pure devotional service, knowingly or unknowingly, any devotional service done in this month of Kartik, it guarantees pure devotional service. So as I said, that pure devotional service, we receive it in a seed-like stage, in a seed-like form, and we need to cultivate it. And so we will also see how does pure love of God look like. So through the Damodar Leela and some other pastimes, we'll get a glimpse of what pure devotional service is, what love of God is. So again, just to quickly recap, this Damodar month, the greatest benediction is that which is very rarely attained. Krishna says, because by pure devotional service, the Supreme Lord, He Himself becomes controlled by His devotee. And how many of us like to be controlled? Not many. So Krishna, so the Supreme Lord, He also is very, very, I guess, circumspect in who gives Himself to. But those pure devotees, He gives Himself to. So this pure devotional service, which has the potency of even controlling Krishna, Supreme Lord, that gift is easily given in this month of Damodar. So when we go into the presentation, teachings from Damodar Ashtakam, so we will see, what is worthy to pray for, what is not worthy to pray for. The Supreme Lord, He can give us anything. But our acharyas, the teachers, they are even teaching us what to pray for and what to not pray for. So as I said, this month, its glories are unlimited. The Damodar Leela is itself, it is unlimited. But we will just try to, maybe glean some main essences from this Leela. So from where we are in our devotional service in the beginning stages, we can learn something. Okay. Hare Krishna. So there are some newcomers here. So Damodara. So Krishna has many, many names. And one of the names of Krishna is Damodara. So Damodara is made of two words, Dama and Udara. Udara is a belly and Dama is a rope. So that Krishna, that form of Krishna, that was bound by a rope around his belly. So who was he bound by? That's the next question, right? Natural question. So that's Damodar. Ashtakam means the 8 prayers that are glorifying this pastime, this Damodar Leela. So that's where we'll begin. And so what I have here is the presentation. I have some slides with pictures where I will quickly go over the pastime itself. And then I have the 8 prayers which glorify this pastime, and then what we can learn from that. And then the glories of Damodar month. Some more slides. Okay, so that's where we are going. Hare Krishna. Okay, how do you go to the main screen? Oh, okay, that's full screen. Okay, so this is the Supreme Lord Krishna in his childhood form, and his mother's name is Yashoda. Hmm? Um, Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that actually he is unborn. He has no beginning, neither does he have an end. But Krishna, then how does he, become the son of somebody? Hmm? So our Acharyas explain that there are five main rasas, five main mellows of relationships: parental affection, conjugal affection, friendly affection, servitorship, and neutrality. Hmm? So Krishna, he likes to have a loving exchange in each of these mellows. Hmm? And so he agrees to appear in a certain family, just like how Lord Jesus Christ. Hmm? We know that his conception was the Immaculate Conception. So he appeared in the womb of Mary. Right? So similarly, Krishna, he is divine, and his mother, Mother Yashoda, she is also eternally his mother. She is divine. But Krishna, to perform his many pastimes, he appears in in this family of the cowherd boys. So once upon a time, skipping many details. So in the month of Damodar, the month that we are in, actually, uh, Mother Yashoda, she she has many cows. Her husband has many cows, and she has many maid servants. And typically, her maid servants would would turn the milk into yogurt into butter, and then they would make butter from it. But Krishna, on this particular day, Mother Yashoda, she decided to give her maid servants, a day off, and she personally wanted to churn the butter for Krishna. Hmm? So that's where we'll begin this pastime. And so Mother Yashoda, skipping many details, so she is churning the butter. And early in the morning, Lord Krishna, Damodar, he wakes up. And she's churning the butter, and Krishna, he comes, walking. He's a toddler, comes walking, and he tugs at the sari of his mother. And immediately, Mother Yashoda, she understands that he finds that Krishna is missing. Not only is he missing, but there is also a broken pot of butter. There is also a huge stone there, and there are his footprints as well. So the culprit is known. So she starts following him. She starts following the footprints. Yeah. So here Krishna is actually, he knows that he has created, he's done a big mischief. And so he starts, he runs away from the place. And then he hides in their storehouse. And what is he doing here? Actually, so he's standing on a mortar, and he's taking butter, from the rafters. And he is feeding to his other friends. In this case, there are some monkeys here, you can see. So he is feeding them. And Mother Yashoda, she is coming, if you see in her hand, there is a small stick. So Mother Yashoda, she is also very concerned about Krishna. Not only is he mischievous, but she hears many complaints, from the other villagers that he is stealing butter and milk, from their storehouses. So she is thinking, well, mischief is fine, but when the stealing has to be corrected, because if the stealing continues, who knows, what will happen when he grows up. So she has that motherly affection, and she wants to, correct him. So she comes with a stick. And Krishna, we will read it in the Ashtakam here, Krishna, who is feared by fear personified, when he sees his mother with a stick, he's fearful and he starts crying. And all the mascara that is in his eyes, it starts drooping, dribbling down his cheeks. So he's crying. But somehow, and then Krishna, he begins to run. Hmm. And Mother Yashoda, she begins to run after him. Hmm. And our acharyas describe that she is having a hard time, catching Krishna. But somehow the other, Krishna, she catches him from behind. Hmm. And she has other things to do, as some other mothers would know. I mean, not just running around behind her child, but she has other duties to perform. So she is thinking, well, I have to teach him a lesson, and I also have to do my household duties. So I'll tie him to a wooden mortar. And so she thinks of tying him to a wooden mortar, and so she begins, to try that. And as she tries to tie him, she finds that the rope that she is tying Krishna with, it is 2 inches short. So she gets more rope. Nanda Maharaj, her husband, has 900,000 cows in their stable. And so one by one, she gets more rope and more rope and more rope, and she ties to the rope. And even then it is 2 inches too short. So she is not able to bind him. But then as this is happening, Krishna, he's watching his loving mother. She's perspiring, the flowers from her hair are falling off her hair onto the ground. And so he's overwhelmed, with compassion for her. And so he agrees to be bound by his mother. So we'll go down the teachings later, but for now, so then the mother Yashoda, she ties him to a wooden mortar, and then she goes off and she does her things. And Krishna, he doesn't like it at all. Firstly, he's angry that his mother put him down. She did not give him breast milk, and now not only that, she has tied him to a wooden mortar. So apparently restricting him, tying him up. And so he was thinking, now I have to do even something more, belligerent, more mischievous than what I've done earlier. So he looks out into the courtyard, and he sees, 2 big trees. So this is mother running behind Krishna. We'll come back to this one. Yeah. So he sees 2 big trees in the courtyard. And he thinks to himself that I'm going to, bring down these trees. So these Arjuna trees, our acharyas explain, they are very, very deeply rooted actually. It is not something that you can easily shake them off. They are very deeply rooted. And so he starts, crawling with the wooden mortar behind him, and he sees these 2 trees. And then he tugs at those trees. And those 2 trees, they come crashing down to the ground. And Mother Yashoda and Nanda, they hear the sound, and they are, obviously they are very startled and afraid even as to what might have happened with their son. So they come running outside, and in a little bit. But meanwhile, as soon as the trees crash, from the 2 trees come 2, divine personalities, demigods. Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, and they begin offering prayers to Damodara. And all this is being witnessed by Krishna's, cowherd boyfriends. And so when Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they come, they are telling him that the children are narrating that this is what happened. Krishna, he brought down these 2 huge trees using his wooden mortar. And from the 2 trees came 2 personalities, and they were offering prayers. And of course, our acharyas explain, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, the father, they had a hard time believing. Because they saw Krishna, the Supreme Lord, as their son. As I was sharing earlier, one of the mellows is of parental affection. So if the parents, in this case Mother Yashoda and Nanda, if they see their son as a Supreme Lord, it affects, it hinders the parental rasa, mellow. So it is called, Yoga Maya, where one of the energies of Krishna, which in a way, which prevents them from seeing, the Supreme Lord Krishna. The Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So they hear the cowherd boys, and again they feel it's some exaggeration that the cowherd boys are making up. They're making up some stories. But either way, so they're happy that their son Krishna, is fine. Nothing has happened to him. Yeah. So that's in brief, the pastime of Damodar Leela. Beginning with Krishna being, uh, Krishna was being fed milk by his mother, and then ending with the deliverance of these two demigods, Nalakuver and Manigriva. So we will see who these two personalities are. So here you see them, Nalakuver and Manigriva, at, at some point in their life, way back, they were sons of Kuvera, the treasurer of the Supreme Lord. And so they were fabulously opulent. And in that opulent condition, they were intoxicated with pride as well. Pride. And so one time they were frolicking in the gardens with some damsels. And as you can see here, the picture is also cut off, but maybe it's not a coincidence. These two personalities, they didn't see Narada Muni, the saintly person. He came into their assembly, but they were totally oblivious of him. And so Sage Narada, he looked at their condition and he introspected as to what is the cause of their degradation. And he ascertained that it is wealth, but more than wealth, it's the pride that follows wealth or any opulence. And so he felt, well, the best thing to do is to take away their opulence. And they anyway like standing naked, so they can be given the bodies of trees. So he curses them, to become like trees, to become trees. But at the same time, he also gives them benediction that in the future, when Krishna will appear as Damodara, Krishna will appear and will perform his Damodara pastime, he will deliver them, both of them. So the saintly personalities, as I have written here, I mean, their curse is never a curse. It's always a benediction. It's a blessing in disguise. Because in this pastime, not only were they given back their body here, but their consciousness was elevated, as I was sharing earlier. So they were given the gift of pure devotional service. Earlier, they were devoted to Krishna, but they were mixed devotees. But here, they are given the gift of pure devotional service. So this is how it is a benediction. It's a blessing in disguise. Yeah. Okay, so this is Damodar Ashtakam. This is the first word. I think Jai Jagannath Prabhu, please hang on. Or if you, I mean, most of you perhaps will go for prasadam, go for our feast, and then please come back at 7:30. It'll be very sublime here. The lights will be totally off, and each one of us will have an opportunity to offer a lamp to the deities. And while the devotees are chanting this Damodar Ashtakam, the 8 prayers glorifying this pastime that I just narrated. So this is just the translation of the verses. So as I said, we'll just quickly talk about a few things here. So here, if you remember, Krishna was being chased by his mother Yashoda, and she caught him from behind. Our acharyas explain, our teachers, that the Supreme Lord, he is not easily attained. The yogis, they are trying to attain him by performing meditation for millions and millions of years. But that personality who escapes even from the yogis, he is easily caught by Mother Yashoda. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that only by devotion can he be conquered. So this is the first lesson from Damodar Ashtakam. So of course, a devotee, he never wants to conquer Krishna. He wants to serve Krishna. But Krishna, because it's a loving exchange, he's happy to be conquered by the devotee. He's happy to serve them as well. So here, she is catching him from behind. So, so if we want to attain Krishna, the easiest way to attain Krishna is by bhakti. And how to get bhakti is we get devotion from another devotee, like that. I'll read the translation. To the Supreme Controller who possesses an eternal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistening earrings swing to and fro, who manifested himself in Gokula, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of their storerooms, and who then quickly jumped up and ran in retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. So, as I was sharing earlier, so he is being chased by his mother, who has a small stick in his hand. Upon seeing his mother's whipping stick, he cried and rubbed his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes were fearful and his breathing quick. And as Mother Yashoda bound his belly with ropes, he shivered in fright, and his pearl necklace shook. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, who is bound with his devotee's love, I offer my humble obeisances. As I was sharing earlier, so we cannot capture Krishna by anything but love. So this is another important message here. Okay. And verse 3 continuing, Krishna himself is saying now, I am conquered and overwhelmed by pure loving devotion. So he is not conquered by austerities, he is not conquered by wealth, but he is conquered by pure loving devotion. So Krishna, and he himself gives to his devotees who are in pure devotion. So then this is what the verse I wanted to also focus on. Verse 4. So here, as I was sharing earlier, the Supreme Lord, he can give us anything we want. But a wise person is he who knows what the person who is approaching, what he can give, and try to get the greatest of gift from him. So in one sense, we have to be greedy for the greatest of gift. We have to be wise. So here, the teachers are teaching us, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for liberation, moksha, nor eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon. My only prayer is that your childhood pastimes may constantly appear in my mind. Oh, okay. Well, this seems, so this is the only prayer he's saying, that the childhood pastimes may constantly appear in my mind. The mother of all rules, according to the Vedic scriptures, is always remember Krishna, never forget him. So here, the acharyas are teaching us that we can always remember Krishna, never forget him. That's what they're saying. It seems like a small thing here, but they're asking for always remembering Krishna and never forgetting him. Yeah. Oh Lord, I do not even want to know your feature of Paramatma. I simply wish that your childhood pastimes may ever be enacted in my heart. Especially the childhood pastimes, because the childhood pastimes of Krishna, they are most endearing and most, they are revered by everyone. There are no controversies about Krishna's childhood pastimes. As Krishna enters into youthhood and adulthood, some people have some issues with some of the things that Krishna did. But the childhood pastimes, everybody finds them endearing. So even if we can become attracted to the childhood pastimes, what happens is as we become attracted to the childhood pastimes and we meditate upon them, we become purified and maybe we'll be able to understand the other pastimes. Yeah, yeah. Hare Krishna. Verse 5. So this is again for the discussing, sharing Krishna's, this whole Ashtakam. It is talking about, it is loaded with philosophy, Tattva Vishesha it's called. Then it is also loaded with, Rupa, is Krishna's form, how does he look like? Rupa Vishesha, our acharyas explain. And also his Leela, what is he performing? So here, this verse is discussing this, sharing how he is looking. O Lord, the cheeks of your blackish lotus feet, which is encircled by locks of curling hair, have become reddened like bimba fruit due to Mother Yashoda's kisses. What more can I describe than this? Millions of opulences are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind. Like Mukunda here, I don't know where he is, but he is wearing a T-shirt. If you, in the back is saying, Jagannatha Swami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatama. Oh Lord Jagannath, may your form always remain in my heart. So the same thing. Millions of opulences are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind. Because if this vision constantly remains in our mind, our mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Because the mind, it always wants to enjoy something or the other. And its nature is to flicker from one thing to the next thing. But here, he is asking for a benediction that my mind remain fixed upon the vision, especially this vision, the Damodara. Verse 6. And now this is a prayer of humility. So this prayer, I am drowning in an ocean of sorrow and am almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy on me, uplift me and protect me with your nectarian vision. So one of those limbs of surrender is humility, dainya. So here, so this can be our mood. So throughout this whole month, many devotees, they sing this Damodara Ashtakam morning and evening. And there is one way of specific meditation called mantra upasana, where we can go deeper into the meaning of this pastime on a daily basis, morning and evening, when we meditate upon the meaning of this. And so we can pick a verse, pick one verse or two verses, or some key messages from each verse that we can meditate upon. So this is a nice prayer, nice meditation of prayer of humility. I'm drowning in an ocean of sorrow and I'm almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy on me. Uplift me and protect me with your nectarian vision. Verse 7. O Lord Damodara, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to a grinding stone with a rope for tying cows. Now this is very important. You then freed the sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Alakuvera, we saw the picture, who were cursed to stand as trees, and you gave them the chance to become your devotees. Please bless me in the same way. So we may not be, standing as trees in somebody's courtyard, but we all have our own program. We are not really interested, at least I can speak for myself. Sometimes we're interested in Krishna consciousness, but most of the time we're not. But here, it's just like how Krishna, he uprooted, these two trees. As I was sharing, these Arjuna trees specifically, they are very deeply rooted. So the living entity, our sojourn in this material world has been for since time immemorial. So actually we have dug in very deep into this material world. And we are thinking this is a great place. I just have not found the right combination to be happy here. I'm just going to adjust a few things here, a few things there, and it's going to work out. And it's going on day after day, life after life. But this one here, so we should pray that Krishna, he uproots the tendency that we have to take shelter of anything else than him. So that should be our prayer. So please bless me like you blessed Nalakavera and Manigriva, uprooting uprooting our tendencies to just loiter in the material world and hope for happiness, search for happiness here. On the other hand, give me the benediction of devotional service. Please bless me in the same way. So this is a very powerful prayer. And then the last prayer. O Lord, the entire universe was created by Lord Brahma, who was born from your abdomen, which was bound with a rope by Mother Yashoda. To this rope, I offer my humble obeisances. I offer my obeisances to your most beloved Srimati Radharani and to your unlimited pastimes. So this is Damodar Ashtakam. I would encourage you to hang on. 7:30, we will sing Damodar Ashtakam. And I think we will have the verses and the translation also, so you can sing along, follow along. So quickly, I'll take 5 more minutes, and then we'll end. So this is glories of Damodar month. Quickly, as I said again, if you don't remember anything, the main glory of the month of Damodar or Kartik is that the gift of pure devotional service, which is very rarely attained, is easily available in this month of Kartik. So this is the best, the purest of purifiers, and most glorious of all months. Any vrata means any vow, any austerity, even the smallest will yield huge results. The effect of performing a Kartika vrata lasts for 100 lifetimes, whereas ordinary vratas only last for one lifetime. Srimati Radhika is the presiding deity of the holy month of Kartik. So, who is the presiding deity of the Kartik vrata? Srimati Radhika. So, this word, Urja vrata. So, Urja means, it has many, many meanings. Urja means energy. Urja means potent. So, as we said, this month is potent. So, any austerity, any vrata, any vow that one takes, pursuing devotional service, it is even more potent in this month. So Urja Vrata is observed in the month of Kartik, especially in Vrindavan. So as we said here, this place is non different than Vrindavan, Kishore Kishori, or wherever the Lord's holy name is being chanted. That place is in Vrindavan. Of course, we should also aspire that one day, if Krishna so desires, we can even go to Vrindavan, Mathura, India one day, and be in that holy place. Yeah, this is what I was talking. The Lord does not award devotional service to ordinary persons who are not serious about it. But even such unserious persons who execute devotional service according to the regulative principle during the month of Kartik and within the jurisdiction of Kishore Kishori in Chicago are very easily awarded the Lord's personal service. Srila Prabhupada, Nectar of Devotion. Pure devotional service to me, which because it places me under my devotee's dominion, is very difficult to attain, is easily attained by following this vow in Chicago during Kartik. To they who worship Krishna in Vrindavan, the Lord gives them their original spiritual form, the perfect atonement to purify the sins of a lifetime. The perfect atonement to purify the sins of a lifetime is to worship Lord Damodara in Vrindavan during Kartik. The month of Kartik spent in Vrindavan brings a supreme destination. Srila Rupa Goswami in Mathura Mahatmya. So what are some of the things that one can do? Month of Kartik, one bathes very early in the morning. One who bathes early in the morning attains the merit of bathing in all the places of pilgrimage. Anybody who offers the Lord a ghee lamp, which we all will have a chance later, in the month of Damodar, Kartik, becomes free from all kinds of sins, such as killing a Brahmana, and he goes to the abode of Lord Hari. If anyone fasts and observes the Kartika Vrata according to the rules and regulations, the Yamadutas, the messengers of Yamaraj, run away from him just as an elephant runs away by seeing a lion. This dear Vrata of Lord Vishnu is even better than performing 100 great sacrifices that would take him to heaven, because the person who observes the Kartika Vrata goes to the spiritual world. Sorry, this is red, I guess. maybe we'll skip. Red is one who, anyway, although one can easily reach Mathura on this earth, and although Kartika month is easily observable, and although in the month of Kartik all of the places of pilgrimage come to Mathura, still those human beings who are foolish and suffering in the ocean of material existence do not take advantage of it. This doesn't apply to all of you because you're here. So we could just skip the verse. Similarly, I'll skip this verse also because you're here. Hare Krishna. Specifically in the month of Damodara, one should daily worship Lord Damodara and take bath early in the morning, give charity, and follow a fasting vow. This is the duty of Vaishnavas. So this is a great time. So we were chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we were singing, but you could take a beads, there are japamala, and even during the month of Kartik, even for a month, you say, I will want to chant one round of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Chant. There is no loss. Devotional service, pure devotional service, there is no loss. Yeah. O great sage, after giving up all varieties of religious functions, one should follow Kartika fast and listen to the narrations of Lord Sri Hari before his deity form. As Satyuga is the best of yugas, as the Vedas are the best of scriptures, as Ganga is the best of rivers, so Kartika is the best of the months, the most dear to Lord Sri Krishna. This is Skanda Purana. Yeah. Anyway, and then this is the glories of offering a lamp. So I'll just quickly finish up here. When one offers a lamp during the month of Kartik, his sins of many thousands and millions of births perish in half an eye blink. I think there'll be a rush for the lamps today. Even if there is no mantras, no pious deeds, and no purity, everything becomes perfect when a person offers a lamp during the month of Kartik. Anyway, what we should get from this is Krishna, he is so merciful. You know, he doesn't need a lamp. A person who offers a lamp to Lord Damodara during Kartik attains the eternal spiritual world where there is no suffering. Sri Sri Damodarashtakam is sung during Kartik, also known as the month of Damodar. In the month of Kartik, one should worship Lord Damodara and daily recite the prayers known as Damodarashtaka, which has been spoken by sage Satyavrata and which attracts Lord Damodara. So Krishna mentions that to perform his devotional service, even unknowingly, yields results. But when there is knowledge behind devotion, it's even better. So my idea here was to not just give you information here, but with this knowledge, with the glories, understanding the glories of the Damodar month and the glories of offering a lamp. Otherwise, it just becomes a ritual. You just come here, stand in line, and boom, and go take prasadam. But we can meditate upon how Krishna is so merciful that he's making himself so easily available just by offering him a lamp, ghee lamp, which doesn't cost us anything. So that was my idea, to educate ourselves and to equip ourselves with knowledge. Knowledge and devotion, Srila Prabhupada said, they are the two tracks of our spiritual life. They both go hand in hand. Okay, so thank you all very much for your patience. So I hope all of you have a wonderful Kartika month, Damodar month. And yeah, take even one thing from this presentation. And there are many other devotees here. Ask them if you have questions. What you can do in this Damodar month. What is one thing that you can do? Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. No, it has to be in person. In person, so devotees will sometimes devotees typically even in the month of Kartik, they will take some additional vows. Recite this. I would recommend you to do that. standing on the ground or whatever, or especially well, like
Because I was like, they want to shape it now, so I was
okay, then we can be in the video.
like, but it's okay.
Yeah, sure, sure. As long as they have somebody who can tell them what is spirituality, kind of be friendly.
I mean, because all the girls keep being here, so
Oh,
if you want to ask
I'll find a problem.
me. Thank you.
So, similarly, I'm sure there are details about got to spin it around on the wheel. You got to like tighten it on. I mean, as I said, it depends. Somebody just beginning, yeah, but maybe not. Do you mind giving me 5 minutes? I'll be going upstairs first. Excuse me.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right? Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
because everybody's trying to go once. Yeah. If you're here. Okay.
I don't know how to play.
I'll play harmonium, but you sing. I was just singing because nobody else is singing.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Use your cursor. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ ठीक. Thank you, brothers. I need a sheet. Need some water. Damodar Ashram. Namarishwaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Rajamanam Namarishwaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam I'm so close. Jasoramiyolum kalandavamanam Param rishamantyam tato drutya gopyam. Way back up. Dangerous. Jasoramiyolu kalandavamanam Param rishamantyanta drutya gopya. Yutantam mohaneta yumamrejantam Karamo jayumena santankanetam Yudantamuruneta yumamrejantam Karamo
Jayunena Sadanganeta Guru Sakam Pature Kanta Kanta Sita Graivam Damodaram Bhakti Badam Guru Sakam Pature Kanta Kanta Sita Graivam Damodaram Bhakti Badam Iti Vipalila Derananda Kunde Swagoshami Majanta Makya Payantam Iti Dviksalila Derananda Kunde Nagoshami Majantam Akyapayantam Sanjaya Chitagetu Bhaktairjitatam Guna Prematastam Tata Viti Vande Sadiya Chitagetu Bhaktairjitatam Guna Prematastam Tata Viti Vande Varam Deva Moksana Moksana Deva Natanya Vineya Mare Karatina Varam Deva Moksana Moksana Deva Natanya Vineya Mare Karatina Sina Deva Purnata Gopala Bala Sadame Manasya Virastam Kemanyai Vinante Vabonata Gopala Balam Sangame Manasya Virastam Kemanyai Idante Mukam Bodham Adyanta Nilai Vitam Kundalai Snigdharataishta Gopya Idante Mukam Bodham Adyanta Nilai Vitam kunta like snigdha gopya. Guru Tunditam Maratadharame Manasya Virastamalam Latalabai. Guru Tunditam Maratadharame Manasya Virastamalam Latalabai. Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Satidam Bodhu Sajala Vimana. Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Satidam Bodhu Sajala Vimana. Padekshvektate Dinambakanu Vihane Kamama Jane Jakta Dusya. Padekshvektate Dinambakanu Vihane Kamama Jane Jakta Dusya. Kuvera Majo Bada Mutyai Vayatvat Vaya Mochito Bhakti Vajo Kritota. Ramajo Bhada Mutyai Vayatvat Vaya Mochito Bhakti Vajo Kritota. Tata Prema Bhaktim Sakame Prayasa Namokshe Graho Meski Dhamodareya. Tata Prema Bhaktim Sakame Prayasa Namokshe Graho Meski Dhamodareya. Namaste Sudame Surade Pidame Sadiyo Naraya Kabisatadame. Namaste Sudame Surade Pidame Sadiyo Naraya Kabisatadame. Namaradikaya Jagadiyaya Namo Radhikaya Gangiyamaya Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Sujam Namo Radhikaya Gangiyamaya Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Sujam Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You gotta do it beforehand. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hey, ready? High five. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hey Hey Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Return.